I mean, oh, what's this? Maybe, oh, maybe here? Like, oh, maybe here, right here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe right there. Oops. Sometimes the map bugs out and you can't close it again.
Let's seize the
Here we go.
opportunity.
The system accepts the access codes. The clanging of moving bolts indicates the door has been unlocked. Go inside. What do we have in here? Oh my word, what is this? Ew. Numerous wires and pipes run through the filthy cages, which are filled with what looks like a conglomeration of human bodies. You cannot make out who is in the cage, but bright blue sparks flash intermittently in the darkness, while the mass of flesh twitches and shudders. Damn. Heinrich casts a scrutinizing eye over the cages before withdrawing his weapon and approaching to examine what is inside. Look at the cage closest to you. Through the metal bars, you see it truly is a pile of human bodies, or something that used to be. The monstrously deformed bodies have fused together in places, while others were severed using saws and knives, leaving wounds seeping pus and slime. Wounds that are angulating and sprouting tendons. Rods connected to wires that run to a nearby cogitator bristle across the flesh. One of the human heads turns to you. Mercy. Oh my god. This is kind of gross. Even attempting to speak causes the mutant pain, but he bears the agony and forces out the words, "Mercy, make it stop." Study the mutants closely. Succeeded. You examine the pulsating mass of flesh. The creature in the cage seems to be composed of several bodies joined together. You see no structures or any other means by which the separate parts could have been connected. Among the layers of meat, you can discern large knots of muscle, various limbs, exposed bones, parts of faces, and entire heads. Only warp sorcery is capable of creating such an abomination while preserving its ability to live on. What is this? I'm beginning to have some idea. The Lex mechanic mentioned the inhabitants of the lower levels who had been imprisoned in their homes. He said that some of them were brought here. The cultists did something to those poor people in their own home. And now they are studying the results. Oh no, it's gross. The Lex mechanic talked about some kind of slag waste disposal, chaos symbols on the machines. What are the arch enemies and minions doing to the people of the lower levels? To know the workings of dark sorcery means allowing corruption into oneself. These are warp mutations, no doubt. Perhaps there was some side effect, and that is why they were brought here, to be connected to sensors and cogitators. Even fallen tech priests who have rejected the Messiah are driven by a perverted hunger for power. Have you ever seen anything like this before? I have seen a great deal, Rogue Trader. That includes mutations caused by the sorcery of chaos. But what frightens me the most is not their repulsive form, but what is hiding beneath it. A human soul in torment. Chaos never forgets to ensure its victims retain the ability to suffer. Oh. They're people. Monstrously mutated, but still people. Heinrich nods grimly. Yes, this is what warp sorcery has done to them, to be precise. I have seen many mutants whose features have been distorted under the effects of the arch enemy, but this is something beyond all imagining. Why are they hooked up to the cogitators? He carefully studies the screens. Lingua technis, corrupted by scrap code, I'm sure. It is unlikely we'll be able to extract anything of value from their data crypts. Thinking, Heinrich clenches his fist and bites down on a knuckle. He then recoils when the mutant from the nearest cage reaches out a hand to him through the bars. You. A female face watches you from within the gloom of the cage. Even though half of her head has been turned into a mess of bones and lumpen growths, a single eye looks at you with a surprising amount of intelligence. You promised us. The words are echoed by other voices in the depths of the cages. Heinrich leans towards the cage, but a sufficient distance to ensure that the mutant cannot reach him. Who are you talking to? What did they promise you? Who are they? You. You took us from the inferno, you promised us a reward, you. Her face contorts in a grimace, and the creature's lips stick together like melted wax. Oh. I'll be damned. They can still speak. They remember the people who did this to them. Perhaps a little biomancy will allow us to draw the fragments of knowledge out of them, or it will trigger further changes. A little biomancy. This is a tangle of flesh and bone that, by some freakish miracle, still happens to have a soul and a mind. Come on, Iceman. Let them die in peace already. Heinrich turns to Idira. You do not see his face, but you do see Idira suddenly shrink and cast her eyes down. What do you want to do? My psychic abilities allow me to affect the human body, but it is one of the most effective tools to use against individuals who resist questioning. But if you're suggesting that I want to use it, I think you're getting a little ahead of yourself. The effect of the warp energy will likely lead to an explosive reaction. I do not know the precise mechanism of this mutation. The result could be even more monstrous than its current state. Heinrich let it go. You're only prolonging their suffering. Only iconoclast and dogmatic, which is kind of sad. I am inclined to relieve their suffering. Every moment of existence in such a state is pure torture for the people locked in these sheaths. It seems to me your mind is already made up. These people need deliverance from their suffering. Heinrich wavers for another moment, and then leans over the cogitators. Each mutant has cables attached. I may not know the nature of these machines, but it isn't too difficult to increase the voltage. With this switch here. Poor souls. You hear a crackle of electricity, the wires glow with blue sparks, and the creatures locked in the cages drop lifelessly to the floor. The sharp tang of burned meat hangs in the air. That's that then. But do you know what bothers me, Rogue Trader? The number of people here. There are too few. The lower levels of similar manufactorums are inhabited by millions. What happened to the rest of them? I know I won't like the answer. Let's go. We still haven't done what we came here to do.
Intriguing.
Oh. Well. Is there anything to do down here?
The world will
No, nothing.
bow.
Okay. Let's crack on. Here we go.
Embrace true power.
This looks like it's on the money. The massive cogitator grows out of the metal bulkheads like a grotesque tumor. A hollow roar sounds from deep within the metal housing. Whatever spurred the computer into action, it has enough power to supply a small command center. As soon as your eyes fall upon the cogitator, you feel a tingling in your temples. Every nook, every component of the machine radiates a sense of wrongness. One that is difficult to explain, but no less palpable than for that. It is as though the construct itself defies the laws of physics and perspective. Heinrich makes a warning gesture, his voice ringing slightly with tension. Is threaded with disquiet? Stop, Schaefer. This is a creation of the archenemy. Don't go near it. You have done enough for me and my mission. Don't put yourself at risk now. As soon as Heinrich takes another step towards the cogitator, it emits a deafening shriek like hundreds of metal needles driving into toughened glass. As though sensing the stranger, wincing, Heinrich approaches the control panel and bends down toward the screens. Despite the heat clogging the room, you feel an ice-cold breeze. Heinrich is clearly using his psycho abilities to try to fend off the pernicious effects of the Chaos artifact. Approach the cogitator. Heinrich is too engrossed in his examination of the control panel to stop you. you draw closer to the side section of the cogitator housing, which has several thick cables running from it. With each step towards the flickering screen, you feel you're feeling that the cogitator is watching you, with rapidly blinking eyes grow stronger and stronger. Up close, you see that besides buttons, switches, and toggles, the cogitator casing is also covered in strange writing. We're going to study here with 49%. Failed. When you attempt to study the text being displayed on the screens, your head begins to swim. Examine the writing on the casing. Idira suddenly appears by your side and tugs at your sleeve. Lord Captain, no, please don't. Just don't look. The whispers say nothing good will come of it. You really should just step away from that thing. Look at the cables. A bundle of cables is coming from the broken side panel of the cogitator. They were clearly added after the machine came off the manufactorum's production line. The wires snake along the floor and disappear inside a maintenance hatch that leads somewhere down below. Step back. You take a step back and suddenly one of the cogitator screens changes colour, becoming a bright yellow. Your eyes are helplessly drawn to the bilious hue. Willpower succeeded. You turn sharply away from the screen and you can almost feel an invisible shackle. Sorry, you can almost feel invisible shackles falling away. The realization comes a moment later. You were not fighting against your own curiosity, but against someone's malevolent will, which has now lost its hold on you. Keep your distance and wait. A minute passes, then another. You watch Heinrich examine the cogitator. His eyes scan the screens, his hands darting from the reel to the lever, sometimes hovering uncertainly over the next switch, which immediately receives a coating of frost. At some point you hear his voice, almost a whisper, barely audible above the clanging, roaring machine. Sacrifices. More and more sacrifices every minute. Heinrich looks at you, his eyes darker now, appearing almost black in his white face. Hector Tombe? Dieter Minanus? I don't even know how you say that. The womb of this cursed machine is down on the lower levels. The auxiliary enumerator controls the system for delivering molten waste under the manufactorum's main building. This cogitator is fueled by the energy harnessed from thousands of people who are flowing beneath our feet as slag waste as we speak. Oh, great. But I cannot even imagine the reason for sacrificing all these people. It's inconceivable. Now we know why the fabricator Sensor priced this monster so highly. The cursed tech priest and his associates created something that went beyond the limits of the Omnissiah's power. This machine is designed to process myriad possibilities using warp sorcery. It has almost finished its task. It predicts the future. It predicts the future. How is that even possible? Do not attempt to gain any insight into the essence of the machines corrupted by the arch-enemy. At least, none of you value your soul. I have encountered the Heretic's mechanical abominations before. To truly fathom their nature is to allow a particle of death into your heart. But the fruit they bear, no matter how abhorrent their instruments, the fruit they bear could be useful. Idira opens her mouth to speak, but then drops her gaze awkwardly. Heinrich's clouded gaze suddenly clears, and he glares at the cogitator. No, the cult's filthy ravings are not worth that. What we can extract from his storage drives will be enough. Heretical. Ooh. We need to let the cogitator finish its task, otherwise thousands of people will have died for nothing. Heinrichs casts you a scorn-filled look. Their deaths do not justify the murder of even more innocent servants of the Imperium, rogue trader. Heinrich's movements are exact and purposeful. Unlike his earlier operation of the cogitator, one after another the cogitator screens begin to fade to black, and the roar coming from inside the machine quietens to a barely perceptible howl, in which you imagine you hear the notes of dejection. Oh, boring. Heinrich bends over the keys and flinches as if from an electric shock. His head snaps back unnaturally. and you see his lips moving. The cogitator lets out a roar that grows louder by the second. Okay.
I see your darkened colors.
Just kind of hoping it might have killed Heinrichs, but here we are. It did not, fortunately. It's just a baby little screamer cinch. Screamer of cinch. Cinch, should I say? It's not going to do anybody any harm, it's fine. No, I want Cassia. There we go. Jai, you're in the wrong place. Go right there. Perfect.
Anything else?
Yeah, do this. And do that.
Was that you? Or as the Emperor commands,
Make it the
I
prey.
act.
Although I don't really see why we need
Justice for
to.
the weak.
If you shoot Heinrichs, that's fine.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Heinrichs, hi, how are you?
For the throne's glory.
I'm kidding. I'm just being mean now for no reason to poor Heinrichs.
Naturally.
Naturally. Bro, you missed.
Let's see to it.
Wait, what did you spawn? Oh.
Patience has failed me.
Damn it. A bunch of pink horrors, really, game?
Emperor protects the fallen.
What are you, a herald of Cinch?
Lord Captain.
Don't panic, team. I have it all under control. Kind of.
Amidst the carnage, I find purpose.
Let's go right
Ruin
here.
beckons.
I failed. I failed. I failed. Are you kidding me? I fail this so much. It sucks.
I will triumph. Purpose guides me.
Bam.
This is beneath me.
I need more willpower, don't I? So that I can... Oh, you are in a spot here, lady.
In the name of House Orcelio, I shall prevail.
I got you this time. I got you. I failed to get you. But...
One step closer.
Get the hammer out.
Need no guidance.
Beautiful miss there. Nicely done.
Purpose guides me.
Bonk. Got him, though.
I shall repay your strike, shan't I?
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Oh. Could have been worse, right?
Tell me, and it is done.
Okay. Mark him as the enemy of the Emperor. Oh, you can't buff anybody, huh, from here.
This battlefield air is
But if I move you right here, there we go, perfect.
You've got a problem? I've got a price.
Yep. Girl, you missed.
Anything else?
Will do.
Hopefully come over to try and get me. Yeah, he does. It's just great.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
44% chance, huh?
As the Emperor commands, I am. Emperor.
Not bad, though. Not bad.
My blade shields me.
Holy.
Deliver us!
Yeah, did a lot of damage. Where are you going?
Don't blame me. It's just a scratch.
What the frick
Don't
was
know
that?
what to do. Ruin beckons. One step closer. I
Okay.
won't waste my time on that.
Did I get you that time? Oh, I already had him, but he went and did that move anyway. Okay,
I will
never mind then.
triumph. I reject the very idea. I need no guidance.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see where that bonus from the from slash is coming into play. I wonder if it's actually bugged or if it's not working. It's probably bugged, though, in this game at the moment.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Oh, and of course she spawns 2 more. Wonderful.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Cool, I guess.
Don't you need a
Oh,
breathing
damn.
navigator? I am a navigator.
Oh, she's dead next round. 100%.
I'll paint your death in colors.
Did you fire? I don't feel like you fired. Oh, yeah.
I know.
God damn.
Less burden to bear. What of course? Be gone. Was that you? Or the cold embrace of
Yep. That tracks.
deliver us.
1 damage?
More blood, more suffering. Another voice to join my choir. Ruin beckons. I will triumph.
Feel it, dearer.
One step closer. Through chaos I stride. I need no guidance.
Nice.
Anything else? Farewell.
Well done. Nice job. Clean them up. Ow. Don't eat me. These guys are, These guys are tough, huh? But I can't charge.
I will not stoop to this.
Ah, that's kind of sad, huh?
Ruin beckons.
Oh, yay. I just summoned another demonette. That's fun. No, really not what I wanted to do.
Purpose guides me.
But here we
I
are.
will triumph.
Look, Demonette, we're on the same team. Look, there was no need for that, was there?
On it.
Alright, dear, I need some lightning bolts over here, if you wouldn't mind.
Will do.
My
Thanks.
results
The bringer of agony.
are- Your efforts amuse me.
I'm taking an absolute beating here.
Another weakling slain.
A whole 2 damage. Now give me the big hammer. 1 health.
One step closer. I need no guidance.
Okay. I mean, that kind of worked out for me, right? Killed... Did I kill one of them? I don't know. I summoned another blue horror, though, so there's that. Oh, I did. I killed one of them, because then I summoned the 2 blue horrors. Alright, I got it. I got it.
Stop it!
Ah, you're fine.
But of course.
The dodge thing on, right? Yeah, I did that already.
Whispers.
Oh, no.
Another
Uh-oh.
loss.
I summoned 2 more.
Consequential.
My god. Well, I think I overdid this one. Just a tiny bit. How is this guy
Sow the seeds of
dodging?
discord. Ruin beckons.
This game's serious, right?
Purpose guides me.
Bro dodged again.
Death shall reign.
I don't understand. How has this guy got all the dodges in the world?
I shall repay your strike, shan't I?
Don't mind me. It's just a scratch.
One less burden to bear. I need no guidance.
Oh my days.
Ravage and conquer.
Is it serious?
One step closer.
Please kill him. Okay. At least we hit him.
I won't waste my time on that. Purpose guides me.
I have made this situation so much worse.
What a satisfying
Hey! He just exploded. That's great.
I will triumph. Purpose guides me. I will triumph. My resolve is unshaken.
Oh no. Don't dodge.
I need no guidance. Whispers, guide my hand.
Let's do that. Have a hammer to the face.
Your efforts amuse me.
You have a hammer to the oh no, maybe not.
Laughable.
Okay. Missing all day long. It's fun. This is not miss.
A blood-soaked tribute.
What is happening? Oh my god.
Purpose guides me. One step closer. Purpose guides me. Descend upon the weak.
As fun as this is, don't think I'm going to survive. Sadly. Yeah, especially when that guy's doing like 25 a hit. If I was dodging, maybe 108 health, armor. Yeah.
Ruin beckons. I need
Hey.
no guidance.
Not terrible. Not terrible.
One step closer. Amidst the carnage, I find purpose.
Yeah, 19 damage
Death shall reign.
on a attack of opportunity. It's really unfortunate for me.
I shall repay your strike, shan't I?
Thankfully, some of these guys are bleeding, so it works well for damage over time each round.
I will triumph. Your efforts amuse me.
Your efforts amuse me.
Guidance.
Oh, you missed him. Not good.
One step closer. I will triumph.
We're hanging on. Somehow, we're hanging on.
What a satisfying demise.
Yeah. Could you stop hitting me?
My resolve is unshaken. Purpose guides me. I need no guidance. Ruin beckons.
Good.
Purpose guides me.
We'll leave it like that for this one. Give them less attacks opportunity here.
Strike, shan't I? Your efforts amuse me. I will triumph. Purpose guides me.
Keep healing and endure up. Hopefully I can...
My resolve is unshaken.
Yeah, that was...
Ruin beckons.
Oh, bro dodged again? What's that? I can't believe I'm still surviving. This is kind of nuts.
Purpose guides me. I will triumph. Purpose guides me. One step closer.
Really?
Accept my offering.
Okay, good. So we got a good hit there on that guy.
My resolve is unshaken.
Well, this guy should just pretty much kind
I
of...
need no guidance.
Just going to endure here. I'm not going to heal.
I will triumph. Ruin beckons.
Oh, a dodge? Really? It's kind of sad, isn't it?
Purpose guides.
Oh, I can charge. And a dodge again. Phenomenal. Okay.
I shall repay your strike.
Oh, beautiful.
I need no guidance. Death shall reign.
Beautiful. Hey, look, there's a... there's still a Screecher over here. But because it never entered combat, it's just chilling. Heinrich stares at the smouldering ashes of the daemon. And then at the destroyed cogitator, the furrow on his brow slowly smooths out. His face looks almost centered. The creation of chaos is no more. I hope the fabricator censor did not have time to pass on the secrets of this creature to his associates. And I hope the survivors down in the lower levels can hold on until we liberate Kiava Gamma. I saw something happen to you, Heinrichs. What happened when you touched the machine? Heinrichs jerks his head and waves away the question. We'll talk about it later, but right now, I must thank you, Schaefer. Without your help and cooperation, I doubt I would have reached the depths of Kiava Gamma and learned the truth behind my agents' dispatches and reports. I would never have ended up here, and I would never have succeeded in hampering the cult's activities. My business on Kiava Gamma is concluded. It is time to return to the mission that brought you to the industrial world. The only thing I ask of you is an audience when we return to the ship. Okay, cool. Do I want to fight this thing? There's this thing over here. Right?
I tread a path
Showing up uninvited. How improper.
Okay. I entered combat and then it just exploded. And that was it. Done. Finished.
A new opportunity.
my feet.
Well, that went well. Right? I feel like that went well. I am very impressed with my resilience. Last person standing against like what, 4 or 5 of them, came out on top. Not going to complain. I think we did a good job.
Let's seize the...
Okay, let's get out of here. Hello. What is this now? Right. Sharp pain pierces your head and the light dims in your eyes. You smell smoke and burning. You feel a wave of nausea. Your legs buckle and your knees hit the metal floor. In the same moment, the manufactorum surrounding you disappears in a whirlwind of mist, ash and grey shadows. Struggling against the elements, you can barely raise your head to look. Your eyes sting and burn, but through the tears you see it, a colossal silhouette rising above you. The roaring tempest is unable to shake the mighty figure. Try to get a better look at the figure. It's Uralon, the Cruel. Your soul, tempered by the curse of sorcery, stands strong against the psychic onslaught, and you direct your gaze forwards. You squint and wipe away the tears. For a moment, your vision clears. Before you stands a mighty giant clad in dark power armor, lavishly adorned with bas reliefs of snarling demonic silhouettes and punctured with prayer scrolls. 2 braziers are mounted behind his shoulders, burning with unnatural blue flames. Blue flames and emitting thick black smoke that curls and twists upward like a funnel. Behind the giant, you catch a brief glimpse of a crumpled figure bound in chains. The warrior's inhuman eyes bore into you. I am the master of those who have been felled by your hand in the halls of the primordial truth. I am Uralon, the Cruel. The souls of my followers returned to the fount of power they served, crying out for me to cast my gaze towards this sacrilege. And what do I see? Yet another lackey of the corpse emperor. They call you a hero. An empty word, a worthless pedestal among hundreds like it, all built by the lackeys of the false god in their hubris and ignorance. This pedestal will soon become a sacrificial altar, and you will become yet another reminder to the expanse that no hero can save it from truth. The giant's voice causes the storming rage around you to die down somewhat, and as if the very sound of his voice is enough to make the whirlwind subside, you glance at the huge warrior and notice his chest, a winding azure symbol. On his chest, a winding azure symbol. The shades of blue seem to glimmer and mingle together. What do you want with me? I want to look upon the one who has disrupted my flock's duties and my master's plans. That warrior from my legion, the fabricator censor. You think of their deaths as a triumph. However, it is but a minor hindrance on our path. There are other worlds that serve our goals. There are other sources of plasteel and adamantine. Revel in your victory, it will change nothing. Nevertheless, the blood in your veins whispers to the spirits that you warrant a closer look. Yes, you are a descendant of the rogue trader whose warrant Kunrad sought to obtain. By defiling the relic and binding it to himself with the tethers of the Empyrean, he was meant to become my servant, a rogue trader who would do the work of the truth. But then you interfered. Could it be that you wish to gain the true god's favor instead? Do you wish to present the corpse's relic to me and serve the truth? Hear your very blood calling, begging you to submit to me. What would be the point of futile defiance? Heretical. I am willing to give the warrant to you in exchange for the blessing of your masters. Oh? Let's do that. He chuckles and inclines his head. When the time comes, I will remind you of this promise. The sinews of fate have yet to be bound. I will not stop my servants from hunting for that which I require. If you survive, you will have earned the right to serve the truth. This isn't your first time meddling in the deeds of the word bearers. You were there on Rykid Minoris, and so I wanted to know if you hold in your hands that which is not yours to hold, and you will tell me yourself. He utters a few words in an unknown tongue over his shoulder, and you feel your head being clamped by an unseen vice. You feel your blood start pumping alarmingly in your temples at an increasing pace as the wind is knocked out of you. But then the drumming in your ears quiets, your heart, which was about to leap out of your chest, slows its rhythm. Orlan chuckles. It appears I am not the only one who appreciates the value of a pet psyker. I will make good use of your watchdog when my servants get to you. Especially since, he bares his teeth and chuckles, especially since the soul of your leashed sorcerer has already been marked by my lord. Oh, is he talking about Adira? A gust of wind sweeps Urlan's figure away without a trace. The mist around you begins to dissipate, revealing the dark halls of the Manufactorum and leaving behind an oppressive sense of powerlessness. Heinrich is standing beside you, white as a sheet, eyes wide, grimacing. The air around him seems to roil, though the phenomena passes almost immediately. As he begins to speak, his voice sounds hoarse and cracked. That was not easy. I sensed the presence of another psyker. Someone made contact with you mentally, then tried to harm you with sorcery. Oh, he's referring to Heinrich has been touched by chaos. I did what I could. You at least appear unharmed. Can you remember what you saw? And this is interesting. Yeah, hold on. That servant of chaos claimed that the soul of the psyker who was protecting me had already been marked by his lord. A shadow passes over Heinrich's face. Astonishment, anger, and finally alarm. Most likely, our enemy wanted to sow doubt among your allies. If I were a follower of the archenemy, would I have fought for your soul? Don't trust a word of the enemies of Imperium. So don't trust a word the enemies of the Imperium say, Schaefer. Okay, at least you put your own soul at risk. It was a Chaos Space Marine. One of the traitors of the Imperium. I don't think it was he who touched your mind. I wouldn't have had the strength to go up against a psyker from the ranks of those monsters. He might have forced some mortal to do his bidding. Perhaps it was through the same helpless medium that he sensed the depths of his henchman. Hapless medium. Oh, I don't know. Anyway. Such indescribable power to have reached out to your mind at such a distance. It doesn't matter. The sooner I forget about it, the better. His eyes you suspiciously. The manufactorum around you looks the same as before the vision. Maybe the shadows have grown a little deeper and darker. You dust yourself off and continue on your journey through the darkness. With a new pet. I have a new pet, which is great. The world's industrial heart has fallen to corruption, but numerous faint vox signals from the periphery indicate that the planet's small manufacturing clusters survived without succumbing to the heretics. The sacred machines and hallowed lathes from these abodes have been reverently transported. Reverently? Transported to the safety of the ship's holds. The fate of Kava Gamma hangs in the balance. Heretical. What do I get here? Owlcat cannons. Ooh. Long-range, broadside plasma macro cannons. Fire 4 shots, dealing 26 damage per shot. Restore the manufactorum using the Heretic's engineering plans. 15 Heretic. Oof. The blast furnaces are lit again. Machines once more fill the air with screeches and squeals, and mag trains of wagons stretch in lines from one workshop to the next. But no one except the chosen are allowed into the deeper chambers of the manufactorum. This is where heretical demon engines are now being forged in blood, darkness, and secrecy. I love it. I'm actually making demon engines. That's cool. I'm super happy about that. Ooh, here we go, here we go. Oh, rewards, 2 mechanisms. Oh wait, I already have 2 mechanisms now. Yeah. I don't want that. It's a Pascal weapon. Cursed boots. Whenever the wearer ends their turn, they deal 1 warp damage to each adjacent creature, and to the wearer themselves. The wearer also deals additional damage, warp damage to enemy. The wearer also deals additional plus conviction minus heretical rank warp damage to enemies. So what do I get? I get efficiency, 3 times plasteel and 2 times mechanisms. I lose a profit factor here, now forget that. Yeah, let's do restoration. Efficiency up, plasteel, mechanisms. Yes. Yes. Great. But now that means I can do this one? Envirodome, yeah. Complacency up, security up. I gain this thing. Plus 5 to corrals and plus 10 to, toxic damage resistance. What is this? Oh, whatever. Do that. Yes. Nice. Anything for Dargonus? Nothing yet, huh? Janus, I still have to do this, although I'm super not into doing that because it sucks. Just sucks. Fighting all those chaos guys sucks. Oh yeah, let's try my new cannons. Ooh. Only on the starboard though, I don't have another set. Okay. Cool. Is that it? I think I'm done, right? Oh, we can level up though. Yeah, let's level up real quick. A new ability. Wait, what ability did I want? Oh, I know exactly what ability I wanted. Warp speed. 100%. And look at this thing. Till the end of combat, the target ally increases their MP by +3, plus the Psychic Psi rating, their agility by +3, plus the Psychic Psi rating, and their AP by +1 till the end of combat. I don't think it stacks, but even just that on its own is great, which means I now have 45 agility, so that should give me exactly 5 additional agility, which now means I can slash 3 times. So I could slash twice and then charge as well. I would have gotten regeneration here, but it's like until the end of combat, the target recovers wounds at the beginning of each of their turns and removes 1 toxic, blah blah blah. which is actually really good. There's nothing wrong with this. I think this is great. In fact, you know, it gives me what, Psycho rating, which is currently 2, plus half my willpower bonus, I guess, which is 4, so 2 again. So it'd be what, 4 health. So give me 4 health at the beginning of each of my turn. I mean, removing the 1 toxin, stunned, immobilized, bleed, blinding, staggered, or fatigued is great. And honestly, I probably will get this eventually. But for right now, what does this do? When an ally under the effects of perfect timing dodges or parries an attack, if this ally has a weapon capable of reaching the attacker, it has an attack. And has an attack that costs 1 or less AP, or immediately counterattacks. Okay. Creates an area that lasts until the start of the next Psyker's turn. All allies within the area gain % dodge chance. Some of these are great. Whenever the ally suffers damage that would make them fall unconscious, the Psyker immediately gains an extra turn. During the turn, the Psyker can only use prophetic intervention. This power can only be used under those conditions. It restores the allies' wounds to the amount they had before the attack that triggered that triggered the intervention. However, the Psyker's psi rating is reduced by -1 until the end of combat. Ugh. That's kind of gross. Once per round, the Psyker's next turn is moved up by 2 turns in the initiative round sequence. This ability allows the Psyker to have 2 turns during 1 turn. 2 turns during 1 round. What do I need for this? Foreboding or prescience. This one. What does this one do? The target gains +4 + 2 times psi rating, intelligence, perception, fellowship, and willpower until the end of combat. So this and recognition is nuts. But we're getting warp speed because that's also nuts. Yeah. Yeah. Has to be warp speed. Now, did I give you... I did not. That's super unfortunate. Oh, I should have taken prescience here instead of this stupid stronghold stratagem. Because now I could get precognition, huh? Boo. Yeah. I wonder if I can reset her. I don't really use stronghold stratagem anyway. I genuinely dislike it. As you know, I hate the grand strategist stuff altogether. I think it's such a waste of time. Okay, so what is this? And why can't I buy it yet? Ah, psi rating 3. Which ironically is the next level. Wait, she has psi rating 3. Oh, she hasn't... Okay, that's kind of dumb. So she has psi rating 3, but because I haven't physically taken psi rating 3 as a feat, doesn't count. It's kind of stupid. Anyway. This psychic power costs 50 momentum and can only be used when momentum is 175 or higher. Until the end of combat, the weapon in the Psyker's hand is replaced by a sword made of sheer will. Excuse me? This sword has a single target attack and an area attack, like a two-handed sword, and can be used to release a cone of fire or a line of fire like a flamer. The damage of the sword is the same as that of Purge Soul, with the same bonuses. If the Psychic used a force weapon, all the bonuses from that force weapon remain. For the purposes of talents and other bonuses, Sword of Faith counts as a force weapon. This power can be used again, increasing the damage of the sword by the Psyker's resolve. Damn it. Damn it. Because that sounds exactly like what I need. Exactly like what I need. Oh no, that sucks. Damn it. Oh, that's the worst. It's actually the worst. Having that sort of faith. And it would be perfect for my character. Shame. Shame, shame. Okay, so what can we do here? Now we can give her... see, precognition would have been perfect here. And I might quickly respec her and see if I can get rid of this thing. To pick up this one. Pre-science. And then precognition. I think for now I'll give her this one so I can boost targets' intelligence, perception, fellowship, and willpower till the end of combat, because again that's just nuts. Light of the Emperor is also good. All allies affected by Word of the Emperor are healed from 1 plus Psycho Psi rating plus allies resolve to 10 plus Psycho Psi rating plus allies resolve wounds. So this is also really good. Also really, really good. Makes her a nice buffer, a nice healer for my team, which I think is great. There'd just be a nice way to somehow cast... what's it called? To somehow cast Word of the Emperor for free. You know? If I could keep casting Word of the Emperor every turn for free, that would be great. Because, I mean, if you think about it, this is 1 AP, this is 2 AP, so just putting those on is 3 every turn. Then if I tried to do this, that'd be 5. 5 AP every turn on just those 3 abilities. Which is basically all of our AP. I'm going to get Pre-Science, maybe Precognition next time. Or Light of the Emperor. I like Light of the Emperor a lot, actually. But we'll do this one. We're sticking with this one. What about you? Oh, you get a talent as well, huh? Okay. You don't really have much. Maybe extra movement speed, actually, I think is kind of great for her. I haven't really used her War Hymn or Furious Recital properly at all. Yeah. Okay. Claim the bounty. The bounty makes a free single attack with a selected weapon. That attack always hits. Does not enter end the bounty hunter's movement, but deals just 4 times ballistic bonus per plus perception bonus % of usual damage. After each third enemy killed by Claim the bounty hunter recovers 1 charge of Hunt Down the Prey. Okay. Prey. If the Claim bounty kills a target, okay. Raid. Till the bounty hunter's next turn, whenever an ally attacks the marked target as prey, this attack deals additional damage and gains half the bounty hunter's current bonuses to critical hit chance. That's nice. The bounty hunter designates an enemy in a 10-cell radius as trailed and finishes the turn. All allies gain hit chance plus up to 7% hit chance against the trailed enemy, plus 50% if the enemy's difficulty tier is more or equal to 5. That's also actually kind of nice. Let's do that one. Cassia. I think 2 movement points is actually also kind of nice for her. Right? Just being able to move around a bit more I think is pretty good. Whenever the Navigator uses a Navigator power that hasn't been used as combat, the Navigator gains plus 2 perception. Now, is that plus 2 perception bonus? Or just 2 to perception? Because if it's just 2 to perception, it's garbage. If it's 2 bonus? No, let's just give her movement speed for now. Right. So that'll be it for this episode. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.